this game was pretty ahead of its time, and it has really good graphics and music. And normally in sequences, instead, you can battle using your own Pokemon, but there's also a setting where you can battle using rental Pokemon, which have base moves, and they're all kind of random. And today we're going to be playing Rental Randomizer. We're going to randomize the Pokemon that we use in the tournament. I'm going to use a site called Random Pokemon Generator to give me 6 random Pokemon to use in the battle. And we're going to see how far we can get. First things first, I'm going to turn off the voice. For the sake of this video, it might get a little annoying, even though typically I love hearing the announcer. So here we are. We're gonna do the Poke Cup, because it has all the Pokemon. For the randomization, I'm going to be excluding mythical and legendary, but everything else is fair game. So let's take a look and see what 6 Pokemon we get to work with. If the ones I get are really, really bad, I might do one more reshuffle, but that's it. So we're gonna see how far we can get with these 6 Pokemon, and they are... Our first one is Beedrill. I'm gonna take a better look at these movesets and stats once we get going. Gengar. That's a good one. His moveset's not too bad either. Now we have Poliwag. He's got decent moves, but pretty poor stats. Poliwag, and Poliwrath. That's gonna be an interesting team. Kangaskhan. Okay. I know he's kind of slow, or she rather. Not bad moves, but pretty weak special. And Diglett to round out our team. Okay, not the worst, but certainly not the best. Gengar is definitely going to be used in every single match. Alright, let's get started with battle number 1. And it's going to be against this biker guy. I guess it does affect ghost types in this generation. That's not cool. I wish it told you, like, what the moves actually do in this one, like they do in the second one. Let's go, Thunderbolt. He has pretty decent special attack. I'm surprised it almost won. Oh, come on. If he hadn't hit himself, then it would have been over. I'll drag this out longer than it needs to. Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan, just like Bruce Lee and Jackie Chan. Who's next? And Machop. I'm guessing he doesn't have any poison types at all. So, let's see. I could try for Hypnosis, but I think I'll just go for Confuse Ray again. Confuse Ray has pretty decent accuracy compared to some others. There we go. Supersonic is definitely one of the weaker, less accurate of the confusing moves. Let's go for Thunderbolt. Alright. Oh, crap. Alright, well, that's the end of Gengar. Oh, wow. I'm surprised that didn't do more. Well, one Thunderbolt will finish him off. And then maybe we'll get a poison type that we can knock out with Diglett's Earthquake. And it's a crit, of course. It's always frustrating when the crits don't come in your favor at the time you need them to. And Ekans. Not too bad. Let's swap out for Diglett then. I always think it's worth the swapping out and taking the hit to get to a more effective Pokemon. But the only problem with that is sometimes your opponent will also switch Pokemon too, and you do. It's not very effective, of course. I don't know why some of the text is purple. Another benefit to switching out would also be to conserve your Pokemon's lives, because if all three Pokemon survive the match, then you get a extra continue, which we will definitely need. Although for the purposes of this, I suppose we don't really need that because we would just take the L. Let's continue. Now we got the rocker guy. He has grass and electric, which is not too bad because all the grass are also poison types. So Diglett is gonna sweep this one. This is not going to be a good one for Poliwag or Poliwhirl, but Poliwag does have Blizzard though, which might come in handy, but he's, yeah, special isn't too great. Gengar might be good. Yeah, let's go with Beedrill. There's always some heavy decision making here. Gengar, it's gonna be between Gengar and Kangaskhan, but it's probably gonna be Gengar. Yeah, let's do that. mostly electric types, and it's not. So, but at least we outspeed most of these with Diglett. So let's go for at least one earthquake and see what happens. Okay, guess it doesn't do too much, but that was pretty good. We'll hit him with one more. I really do think that speed outshines everything in this game. Makes your moves more predictable. There's a different kind of strategy that goes into playing Pokemon Stadium versus the regular Pokemon games, because there's things that you don't take into consideration, like natures and types and special abilities and items, and it's always, the same amount of Pokemon, 3-on-3. Alright, this Magnemite will be taken out pretty easy. And in this generation, there's no steel type. Magnemite is just electric. And now he's no more. I always like the design of the electric types in Gen 1. Pikachu, perfect. I don't think Pikachu is faster, but we'll see. Another earthquake. Yep, the Diglett sweep. Very good. Pikachu has pretty bad defenses, so that worked out quite nicely. Right on, Diglett. I like the Alolan Diglett with the hair, the Doug Trio that looks like the band Hanson. That's 2 down. Let's see how far we go. Okay, so he's got some psychic-ish and fighting, and he has quite a bit of. He's got some decent coverage for this one. So I'd say Diglett's probably another good one, so he can handle Geodude and Ghastly. Poliwrath probably for his fighting moves. He can take out Geodude and Clefairy. Probably Gengar to deal with. Some others he can deal with Ghastly. So that's probably what we'll roll with. No, it's Kangaskhan. Probably not. Yeah, let's go. Let's see. I like starting with Diglett because he's just fast. He can get out of the way. Gengar's pretty fast too. Alright, let's lead with Gengar, Diglett, and Poliwrath. Let's go. Battle number 3. I hope he gives me Ghastly. Drowsy's good too, but the thing with Gen 1 Ghost type Pokemon, unfortunately, is that they, in Gen 1, Psychic types are only weak to Ghost type moves. It's the only moves that are types that are super effective. And, let's hope it doesn't land. Oh, it does. That's not good. Maybe we should switch out anyway. Poliwrath's not a good choice. Maybe Diglett, I guess. But the Ghost types in Gen 1 are also poison types, which is weak to psychic moves. Geodude, this is perfect. I never understood why Geodude was weak to ground moves, but it's because rock Pokemon are weak to ground moves. Doesn't make much sense, but this might take him out in one hit, and we'll see. Oh, so close. Geodude with the Psy Wave and the Metronome. Sheesh. Okay, one more. Maybe that's the gimmick with a lot of these Pokemon. They're just metronome users. A lot of the time, these trainers in the battles have some sort of gimmick. There's a lot of different strategy to use. Alright, let's hope that I'm faster than Ghastly. I think I should be. Because this might one-shot. Very nice. Yeah, there we go. And that should settle this battle. Another sweep. Well, not really, but another with no feints. That's really what matters. So far, so good. Sorry, Juggler. Now for the Rainbow Badge. This is battle number 4 against Beauty. And she's got water types and ground types. Ground rock. So this would be a good one for Gengar because he's got Thunderbolt. Maybe a good one for Diglett so he can take out some of these. Water would be good for the other two. So, like Poliwag has Surf, so maybe that's not a bad idea. Beedrill's probably no good. Kangaskhan, actually Kangaskhan would be a lot more useful if he, had better special, which he has pretty bad. It's gonna be between that and Diglett. But Kangaskhan has better coverage, so I guess we'll do that. I think maybe we'll start with Kangaskhan, actually. Yeah, we'll start with Kangaskhan, Gengar, and Poliwag. I guess, yeah. Let's see how it goes. Kangaskhan's kind of fast, too. Okay. Staryu might be faster, though. Let's give it a Thunderbolt and see what happens. Oh, I am faster. That's nice. Yeah, this should two-shot. I should be able to survive a Surf. Alright, that's it. Let's hit him with one more. Thunderbolt. Staryu and Starmie are pretty underrated Pokemon. They're actually very strong. Really good speed and special attack. Unfortunately, in Gen 1, the special is grouped as one little category, so there's no special defense and special attack, there's just special. And there's sort of a mix-up with some of the moves, too. For example, moves like Ice Punch and Fire Punch in this game are considered to be special moves, but in other games, they're considered to be physical moves. Oh, jeez. Well, that was kind of pointless, I guess. one strategy that I can never really predict is is when they switch Pokemon. Wow, that was actually really effective. Maybe we'll just try that one more time, see if we get some good results. Ghastly has pretty weak defense, so. Oh, there you go. It should have stayed in. Yeah, Kangaskhan's speed is definitely coming in handy. Now, Tentacle's interesting because it has really high special defense, so it might actually be better to use a physical attacker, which in this case would probably be Diglett, but water. Diglett's weak against water moves, so it might not be smart, so I guess we'll hang on to, I guess, Kangaskhan faints. Super effective, but not too much damage. Confused. The nice thing about confusion is you can swap out. And then when you swap back in, they won't be confused anymore, so let's give it a shot. I don't believe water is resistant to, oh crap, no. Yeah, that's probably a one. Yep. Yeah. Tentacool is nailing those accuracy moves. Maybe Gengar. Yeah, let's go with Gengar. Let's hit him with a Thunderbolt. That should probably take him out, but we'll see. There we go. Gengar has pretty high special attack. And this one will be a cinch too. Poison versus poison. One Thunderbolt might do him. And I'm faster, of course. This works out well. So that's, I think, our first Pokemon that's fainted in any match. But it will likely not be the last. Battle number 5. That's good. The mediums. There are ghost type trainers, but there's only 3 ghost types in Gen 1, and only 2 common ones. So we're on to battle number 6 with the Tamer, and he's got a little bit more coverage. Definitely water types will be useful in this one, so let's go with, I guess, Poliwag. Yeah, Poliwag's got pretty good coverage for this one. We'll go with probably Gengar for Thunderbolt, maybe Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan just because he has good coverage himself. Maybe Poliwrath. I don't really like moves that have very low accuracy, which he has, so Diglett's kind of useful, but not too much. It's probably going to be Gengar or Poliwrath, I'm just not sure. Let's go with Poliwrath. Poliwag is not too slow either. is only on like the beginner setting, but the beginner setting with rentals is still pretty difficult sometimes, especially with random Pokemon. If I can land one Hydro Pump, this will be a cinch. And it's a crit. That was a great fight. That settles this battle. Right on. I remember there used to be like a craze about Poliwhirl. I guess he just looked aesthetically pleasing and very easy to draw. Alright, we only got 2 more, and we're battling the Psychic for the semi-final. He has Psychic and Flying, which is perfect for Gengar. Oh, that's probably it. Diglett's probably not soon. Actually, Diglett does have Rock Slide. That'd actually be useful. So does Kangaskhan, right? Yeah, Kangaskhan. Let's go with that. And maybe Diglett. Diglett's weak to Slowpoke and Execute, though. Maybe Poliwag. Beedrill, probably not. Actually, Beedrill might not be too. He is weak to flying, though, so maybe that's not a good idea. I think it's either a tie between Beedrill or Poliwag. How fast is Beedrill? He is decently speed. Poliwag's faster, I guess we'll go with him. Alright. Counting on the Gengar sweep for this one. A perfect start. So we just hit him with a Thunderbolt. And that might take him out. And it's a crit. It's an excellent start. If you can take the first Pokemon out with your first try, then your chances of winning go up tenfold. Because then it's 3 against 2. Even better. Farfetch'd is slow, so I know I'll outspeed him. This might take him out in 1 hit too. Yep. No problem at all. So far, Gengar and Kangaskhan are like the MVPs of this. Even better. Let's try Nightshade or Thunderbolt. Let's try Thunderbolt and then a Nightshade. Nightshade never misses, which is nice. I think Slowpoke's got pretty good defense though. Oh no, never mind. That was a flawless victory. 3 one-shots. That's like the shortest a battle could possibly be. He picked a bad Pokemon for that one. And now all we have is the finalist, who will give me the Earth Badge. And it's not Giovanni. It's the old man. And he's got some interesting ones. Ditto is always really hard to predict and work with. Dragon type. Flying bug. Diglett would probably be not too bad for this one. Gengar can take out Seal, and that's pretty much it. And Ditto. Kangaskhan has coverage for a few, I guess. Maybe Poliwrath, some fighting wouldn't be a bad idea. Well, I think we're gonna open with Ditto, or with Diglett. I'll probably bring, I guess, Kangaskhan out for this one. Either Poliwrath or Gengar, I think. Wow, Poliwag has Blizzard, which actually would be useful for two of them. And Poliwrath and Poliwag's pretty fast. Either Gengar or Poliwag, what do you think? This is the final battle, you can't screw up now. Poliwag is only weak to Magnemite. And maybe Beedrill. Gengar is weak to maybe Porygon, Beedrill. Dratinius, something that's the only Pokemon that can really handle Dratinius, Poliwag. And I feel like he's gonna use that one. You know, I think I'm just gonna say fuck it and go with Gengar. The Prime team again. This was maybe an okay. If he has Giga Drain, that might be bad, but this Earthquake will probably take him out. Let's see. And it's a crit. Even better. Nice. We're off to a great start. Who else would this be effective against? Magnemite would be good. Seal's probably worth changing out for. I guess we'll change to Kangaskhan, or maybe Gengar. Yeah, let's do Kangaskhan. He can take a hit. Alrighty, don't fail me now. Let's see what Seal's got. Probably a water move, if I had to guess. Yep. Surface, an excellent water move. Okay. Let's go for a Thunderbolt. See what we can do. I guess in this last battle it doesn't really matter if your Pokemon faint because there's no other battles to work with. So this might leave me with like 1 HP unless it's a crit. Oh, okay, very close. So I'll just give him one more Thunderbolt and we'll ride this out. I like the little baby Kangaskhan hopping around. that. Let's go with Nightshade. There you go. Stupid Dratini. Well, stupid Gengar, I guess, too. Alright, let's not be paralyzed this time. I don't think this will do too much. It didn't last time. Yeah, that's nothing. Yeah, the annoying thing about Pokemon Stadium is when you get paralyzed, burned, or poisoned, or frozen. There's just basically nothing you can do. You just have to wait to die. It's definitely the worst when it comes to freezing. Man, he's nailing all these fire blasts. A move with 70% accuracy. Maybe it's like 80. I'm not sure if it's different in this game or not. Yeah, gripped by paralysis twice is pretty bad luck. But that's not too bad. This might be it. Might be the end. And it is. We have successfully beaten the Poké Cup. And Gengar was probably the MVP of it all, I would say. Sorry, old man. I only had 2 faints this entire time, I believe. Nice shiny badges.